Well, the Detroit Lions injury report is here, and they've also announced some transactions. So starting off with the injury report. It's a longer one for sure. Afatu Melifanu, ankle, out. Isaiah Williams, abdomen, out. Marcus Davenport, groin, doubtful. I gotta bring this up for a second, man. What have I been, every video that I mentioned Marcus Davenport or the pass rush, what have I said about if he stays healthy, he is good. If he stays healthy, he is productive. If he can't stay healthy, then he is not part of the future in terms of that season. Marcus Davenport, already hurt. Unbelievable. This is what I've been talking about in terms of we need depth at this position. Look at our backups right now. We have nobody. Okay, James Houston, put this in perspective. James Houston was a healthy scratch last week. He was a healthy scratched. And he is this backup edge rusher to Marcus Davenport. This is why I've been telling us to get a guy like Yannick Ngakoue, to get a guy like Carl Lawson before he went off the table. That's why. Yannick Ngakoue is still out there, but I highly doubt we're bringing him in. Just because they are that confident in Marcus Davenport. Again, I'm confident in Marcus Davenport. I know he can produce, but what have I been saying every video that I bring him up? If he stays healthy. If. Just, okay, get that out of the way. Kirby Joseph, questionable, hamstring. Penei Sewell, ankle, questionable. And Jameson Williams, ankle, questionable. Those guys will most likely play. Penei Sewell missed the first 2 days of practice, but was back at the last day. And Samuel Joseph and Williams practice all week, so those guys will probably all play. Marcus Davenport essentially is going to be out, and Williams and Melifanu are out, except we expected that. Isaiah Williams, I don't think practiced all week, and neither did Melifanu. So I expect Melifanu at some point, probably after this game, to get placed on IR. I don't think he's practiced. He's practiced, I believe, one time before the Kansas City game. So he's practiced one time in the past 6 or 7 practices or something like that. So he'll probably go on IR. Just no things in improvement that I think he'll play anytime soon. So I swear to God, there's just a bug right there. All right. Now, let's get into the transactions real quick. And this video is just wild right now. How many stuff's been going on. All right. Now, this is very interesting to me. I like this quite a bit. Lions House roster moves. The Lions have elevated wide receiver Tom Kennedy and wide receiver Tim Patrick from the practice squad to the active-inactive list. I like it, but also I don't. Not totally surprised that Tom Kennedy got elevated. Tim Patrick got elevated. I'm a little bit surprised by that one. A lot of Lions fans aren't, but I am, because I thought Tim Patrick was going to get elevated potentially next week. No, they decided to elevate him this week, which I obviously like. I did expect 2 receivers to get elevated with Williams down. We only had 3 active for the game day roster before this came out. So I expected 2 to get elevated. I wish it would have been Allen Robinson and Tim Patrick, but it's Tom Kennedy and Tim Patrick. But I expected the Lions to elevate Tom Kennedy and Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's who I expected them to elevate. But I'm 100% fine with that. Tom Kennedy, he got elevated last week, I believe. You can only elevate a player 3 times before they either have to be assigned to the 53-man roster or waived and brought back to the practice squad for another 3 elevations, and then you repeat the process. So that's Tom Kennedy's second elevation. But we know what he can do, catch a pass every game. That's essentially what he is. Tim Patrick can finally get a big body receiver on the team. I don't know how much he'll play. Probably just be worked in there, and then he'll get a bigger role next week if he gets elevated. But for the most part, I like that. So, leave your thoughts, comments down below. What do you think about Marcus Davenport being doubtful? Do you think he will play? There's no way he plays, but do you think there is a slim chance he could play? Do you think we need to bring in an edge rusher? Do you think the Lions place the Fatu Malfanu on IR? Do you like the Tim Patrick elevation? Leave your comments down below. One Pride, go Lions.